Do you hear it? We're on the edge of destruction, everybody. I'm your host, Swift Edge, and that roar can only mean it's time for more The Man in the Suit videos from Unknowingly. If you don't know what these are Godzilla analog horror videos, and they are really weird, really cool, and really spooky to see what happens when you decide to be like, I'm gonna be in a rubbery, latexy style suit, and it just starts to meld with you. If you didn't watch the first part of this, link in the description below to go and see it. I highly recommend that you go and watch it first to get more caught up to speed on what's happening. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say, the suit is melding with the person inside, and it's causing a lot of radiation, which is weird. But I actually got shared by Unknowingly, so shout out to Unknowingly. Thank you again for the love. I appreciate it. We are now going to finish off the last 5 videos in this series that we know of, because it honestly says in the playlist, it is an infamous ongoing series made by Unknowingly. And I'm like, I might want more by the end of this. I actually guarantee it, because it's Godzilla. And I love Godzilla. Godzilla's awesome. Goes all the way up to 1964. We have so many more years. Yes, we get to a point of where Godzilla gets put into CGI, but you can still do lots with that. The CGI comes to life. Oh god, that would be terrifying. Why am I putting out that idea? Like, alright, but we're gonna go into Mailed Message, 1962, Dorsal Extraction, 1962, and Gear's Suit, 1956. So we're backtracking. And then Rare Newspaper, 1964, and finishing off with Massacre Suit Incident, 1964, which is Mothra! Oh my god, I love Mothra. But let's start it up now, baby! Hey, I was mailed this tape. Weren't you mailed a few of them? I don't think someone in the Toho studio made this. So someone else was secretly filming. Is the radioactive beam powering up? You don't understand. Oh? You killed my family. Who are you talking to right now? You Americans cheered when we lost. Oh. We lost our homes. We lost our families. I believe you nuked us. Yeah, it's talking about Hiroshima. The nuke took my wife. The nuke took my kids. Hiroshima was our home. I left for a business trip. So is this... Who would have mailed this out? It took everything from me. Would this be the person inside the suit that sent this? So I decided to return peace. By getting rid of the people who wronged us. By getting rid of the Americans? What the heck? It just blanked out. Everything's gone. All the people, creature in the background. I mean, that's usually what is there before you actually touch everything up. That's a human eye on you, by the way. I don't like that. That's a very human eye. What the heck? I think it's the person in the suit. I think the person in the suit sent that, which is like, they still have some semblance of intelligence. They're not completely within the confines of the beast that is Godzilla, which we know now that Godzilla actually has a ton of intelligence. Looking at it right now, I'm pretty sure the person in the suit sent that, and they are fully becoming Godzilla to a point of where are they actually going to cause mass destruction. All I know is, oh my god, that has got to be the creepiest letter to get. And then if you're getting a tape in the mail, finishing off with a creature staring right at you, and then its mouth begins to change, resembling something that's looking closer and closer to Shin Godzilla, that is, woo! You are in for a really rough time. Oh my god, I smell my coffee. I'll be right back. Is there anything better than the smell of a fresh cup of coffee? As you can also see in the background, it's also dark. I forgot to mention that. It is bright and early in the morning here. You can't tell what it is. Alright, now we're going to move on to Dorsal Extraction while I take the biggest sip of my coffee. I recently got 2 sets of mail. More tapes? They were shabby, but they came from Toho. Okay, so this one's actually from Toho. It didn't look professional. So they were just all put together then. It looked sloppy. So it was probably just rush footage of what someone could catch and sent it off. One was how nobody at Toho mailed me the weird package, even though the mailing address was from there. No one's going to admit that, though, because then they're saying, hey, we know there's an issue going on, but we just don't want to deal with it. Second was that I was fired. They must have thought I was telling people this. They were correct. Oh. Okay, so you're someone then that works at Toho, right? Thankfully, I'd befriended someone to be a spy and get me photos and tapes of what was happening. No, this is one of the camera people, right? This was one of the camera people, and they were just freaking out earlier in the series. He came here earlier with a tape called, aka, Dorsal Extraction. And judging by the thumbnail in this video, I think it's them trying to finally cut the suit off the person. I don't like that sound. Don't scream at me with the Godzilla sound effect again like you did in the first video, please. I don't want that. We will try and get him out of the suit. Okay, they are actually trying now. I don't think it's gonna go very well. We are unsure if this is going to work. It's not. It's not going to work, though. That's the thing. That's the sad part. You are trying to save the person inside, but again, you've also noticed and realized it's melded together, so you're tearing off their own flesh, which could possibly kill them or cause a radioactive incident. Is their tail glowing? Oh, I gotta crack my neck so bad. Oh, is that? No, that's a person, I think. Are you wearing a protective suit? Oh, okay. I wasn't prepared for the saw. That's one way to do it. You know, the regular means have kind of gone out the window now, so he was very cooperative. Maybe because he's a little docile and in that headspace of, I want to be free. We thought it would hurt him, but it didn't. Unless the suit is now an outer shell, and what's on the inside is in fact the real him. Why does it feel like my camera's a little bit off? Well, you're done. The results are fantastic. Are they? What is your definition of fantastic? I feel like it's not going to be my definition. Okay, so what happened after all the cutting? Don't do the squishy. Don't do the squishy. I don't want the squishy. I can do without squishing sounds, especially at 8 o'clock in the morning. I need to down my first cup of coffee before you actually give me squishy sounds. I'm surprised that isn't the end, because the spy told me that after 2 minutes of this being filmed, the man in the suit would attack a man with the camera. He told me the flash from the camera hurt his eyes. So he's not docile. Never mind. I lied. I lied. He's in fact very hostile. Oh boy. Oh. Mickey says no, Godzilla. Person took photos while they ran. That's got to be some of the blurriest photos in the world. These are the photos. Have you ever tried to take a picture while you're running? Doesn't really turn out that well. Well, that's a foot. So they're not fully out of the suit. I was right, it's blurry. Come on, give me that final good scare. Come on. Show me. Show me the money. Getting closer. They're just showcasing off the body, and it doesn't in fact look like it's been cut off. That, however, is creepy. Oh, those eyes look pissed. So, alright, because I tried to go into the next video. Did they cut around the back or the front? Because that opening in it is just... ugh. I'm so very confused with this, because they talked about how, oh, it was so calm, and then right away afterwards, it was, they attacked someone. He got angry, he got upset, he got aggressive, he was agitated, and he took it out. Meaning that maybe there wasn't a whole bunch of truth in all of this. And I think it's just gonna go downhill, because I think It's like a molting situation now. That, you know, how bugs and snakes and everything are able to shed an outer skin. I think that's what's happening with this man in the suit. And it is not gonna end well for everybody. But now we go on to back in time a little bit to Anguirus suit 1956. After digging for it, they had finally found it. What were they digging for? He finally got the tape I wanted. Oh, it's another tape. I want to know what happened to the man in the Anguirus suit. That was so long ago. I'm going to go with probably it didn't end well. I don't think they survived. And if they did, they are now very much like the man in the suit. We have tried our best to comply with the other person mutated in the suit. Because it's probably very much like the Godzilla actor. But his persistent hurts our finances. I'm sorry, suffering is so costly. Like, really? People want to see him, but he doesn't want to be seen. If you were starting to turn into something that you didn't fully understand, would you want people to see you? If you were mutating into a monster, I was confused at first, this was all. If you were mutating into some horrific creature that was beginning to look less than human, you'd freak out. Then he started to explain. He explained that the next movie was supposed to be the man in the Anguirus suit versus the man in the suit. They have tried their best wanting to comply with Anguirus like if they were training a dog to do tricks. Are you saying the man in the Anguirus suit, his mind's gone? He snapped a photo of them trying to comply with the Anguirus. So their mind is just gone then, is that what you're saying? Oh, they look. They said they were going to use force on him using tasers and such. It looks like a rabid creature. That is... How do you train that, though? But he warned me that there was a movie in the works. Oh, of course they're still only worried about making sure they get their big bucks. Something about Gojira battling... What? A moth? You're gonna say a moth? Mothra? Yes! A giant moth, baby! Give me Mothra! I knew it! Yes. Yes. Oh, I need to have a Godzilla movie marathon soon. Oh, there she is. There she is. Alright, so again, now we're just seeing that the man in the Godzilla suit is still retaining some form of intelligence and being able to comply. And now they're pretty much saying the Anguirus suit actor is gone. They are having to treat him like a dog. They're having to use force, which is not what we've been seeing with the Godzilla suit. So what is it about Anguirus that is impacting that person's mind? I am so very worried about what is happening to these people, and I'm also worried about the fact that the studio is like, no, it's fine. We'll get movies out of there. It's gonna be great. Now we're gonna go on to Rare Newspaper, 1964. And this is a longer one, and so is the last one. So buckle in. I hope you got your snacks and your drinks. I would say maybe your coffee and your breakfast foods, but you know, again, it's 8 o'clock for me. When this video goes up, it's not gonna be 8 o'clock. So you know what? Eat whatever you freaking want, okay? Alright, show me. I've tried to get off of this situation and just leave Japan, but if I tried to, I'd probably be arrested. Oh, would the company be trying to do something to you then? Is that why you'd be arrested? I went too far into this rabbit hole, too far to the point I can't get out. Oh, that's gotta be a really bad situation to be in and feel like you're in, is when you're not able to escape. You have the means to, but you just can't. It just keeps getting worse. It's like when you want to leave a job, but if you're signed by contract, you can't, and now you're screwed. Somewhere in the making of a new movie, the man in the suit somehow escaped. What, did they not have a cage for him somewhere in the back of the studio? How do I know this? I'm assuming a newspaper, based off of the title? Or was it a tape? It was on the news. You can't cover that up. You can't cover, wow, and they really just blew up that story. They really just ran with it and went, Godzilla's on the loose, everybody! But you gotta think, people around that maybe have seen it or saw it in the newspaper, or like the monstrous movie Monster Sighting. They're probably thinking, ah, that's a funny joke. It's good promotions by Toho. Sightings of witnesses have seen a creature that resembles a lanky and tall Godzilla. And of course, when it comes to news, you gotta blow it up to make people go, oh, that's good, that's funny. One late night couple started to travel home as the husband took some photos. The husband was a photographer and thought taking a picture of the road would be an inspiration to his next photo piece. Honestly, I tried that. Mine don't always turn out so well. There's something about taking a picture of an empty road or an empty sidewalk with some lights on and it being dark. It looks really cool. It looks really beautiful. One of the photos capture this, except when you capture something you don't want to capture in that photo when it's supposed to be empty. And that's not empty. How big is he getting? Because that looks like it's from a car. How big is the man in the suit getting? Is he growing? Oh my god, he's turning into Attack on Titan. Around later that night, a boy would see a silhouette of this mysterious beast thinking it was Godzilla. He stormed outside with a camera trying to take a photo of it. So maybe the newspaper wasn't blowing it up at such an exaggerated level. Maybe it's because, from people's perspective, it looked like a terrifying monster sighting of Godzilla. These were the photos he was able to take. Show me them. Yeah, no, from a kid's perspective, that would be a little terrifying. Then again, if I woke up and saw that outside my window, I'd probably crap my pants. I would probably need new sheets. Wouldn't wash them, I'd just burn them and buy new sheets. How tall is that person, and how tall is that suit, and how small is that car? Something about that perspective seems off to me. We have tried to interview the kid, asking him what he had seen and had to draw a picture of the creature. Oh, if he actually drew the picture, it's probably going to be a terrifying picture, isn't it? Unless the parents refuse to give any kind of comment on it. I've seen the film with my dad. I know what Godzilla would look like, said the kid. This was not Godzilla, huh? You're saying would, which means the suit and the actor in the suit looked different. The thing I saw outside on the street wasn't Godzilla. I saw that coming. Because it's not Godzilla. It is turning into something else. It is an amalgamation that should not be seeing the light of day. The beast's skin looked fake yet real, very uncanny. Uncanny Valley. Ooh. Fake yet real. So if you drew a picture, what's it gonna look like? I'm nervous because a kid's imagination can just run rampant. I don't think it was a creature. It might be some man in a suit. Well, it's because it is. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be real. If there was a 20-foot tall monster walking around, we'd all know about it. I don't know how I can explain his face. It somehow kept changing. I think it's because of the lack of sleep. So it's just very worn down, very... We all know that feeling. But I do remember one of his faces. He quickly drew a drawing of it. Ooh. But it's a face of... Is that hunger? I want to say that looks like a face of hunger. That's what that resembles, to me at least. Toho got wind of this fast, explaining this was a promotion for their new movie. Had a feeling that was going to be the go-to for that. Gotta explain it away. You gotta do a nice cover-up. Otherwise, things get asked that you don't want to answer as a company. Yeah, slime balls! Somehow they were able to stop any more copies of the story from printing again. Well, if they were very influential, if they had tons of money, if they had the means and the capability to do it, they are going to use it. Any company is going to do that. If they want something hushed, they're going to find a way. I have too many questions. What was he even doing outside? How did he even escape? Were Toho able to catch him? Obviously they were, if they caught wind of it, which means they went on a serious hunt for Godzilla, they probably found him because they went, we have another movie to make and we gotta make it now. Which makes me wonder though about the Mothra suit. Oh, I'm really just teasing Mothra. So that was, I feel like I've talked a lot about with that video, about what it's about. But just the fact that, again, it's, how did he get out? There was obviously no means to keep him inside the studio. Maybe they didn't even think that he would want to leave the studio. Maybe they thought there was just such a homely feeling within the studio for the man in the suit. They were like, there's no point. He'll be fine. He'll just stay here. We don't have to worry about it. Now it's been proven you have to worry about it. Now we're going to go on to Massacre Suit Incident 1964. And this is going to be a lot of fun because I love Mothra. I can't wait. Why? The spy I had befriended had told me what had happened during the time the man in the suit had escaped. He had told me that something went wrong. Uh-oh. Wait, it had already gone wrong. What could possibly go worse? He said this has happened because of what conditions the man in the suit was in. Yeah, we've already said there's radiation. There's radioactive activity. He was lathered with some paste that made him look different and a bit shiny. Keep him moist? I hate saying that. Are they moistening him up? He had to wear a glossy type of contact so they could hide his bloodshot eyes. They are trying their best to cover it up, trying to make it seem like the suit's also not worn down. They're trying to make it seem like it's a new suit. He was forced to withstand high wind. Yeah, now they're doing a flying creature, which Godzilla has not encountered. It's all been land creatures. It's all been ones that are forced to the ground, so he was dragged around. Because again, Mothra. But that must make them feel a little pissed off. He was treated like a circus animal. Oh, that's not gonna end well. Oh, that's not gonna end well. If there's another video after this, it's going to be Godzilla man in suit goes on rampage and kills everybody. During production, instead of the man in the suit fighting another man in a monster suit, it would be replaced by a puppet. Don't tell me the puppet came to life. Don't tell me the puppet started becoming real. Oh no, the man in the suit saw Massacre, the puppet moth, as a living being. He thought someone was inside the puppet because of how lifelike it acted. No, that was just really, really good creation back then. Oh, so they're not going to react well to that then. Toho thought this was a very smart tactic until they realized they had a problem. Gee, what was the problem? What was the problem? I can only imagine what the problem was. Someone needed to be in one of the larvae suits. Oh no. Oh no. Now you're endangering someone else. One female actor thought it was a good idea because of how much security they had, so agreed to be in one of the shots being inside the larva suits. That was not a smart decision. That was not a smart decision on the female actor and Toho. It was originally her first day on the job and invited her parents to see her act. Her parents didn't care about what character she was in the movie. They were happy she was even included in the production. Oh, sweetheart, no! Honey, baby girl, don't do it! It's not gonna go well. Oh, your parents are gonna witness a murder, aren't they? Sadly, mental security isn't going to help her out of the trap she put herself in. Spoilers! It all goes wrong! Spoilers! It doesn't go the way we want it. In one of the scenes they were filming, the man in the suit snapped. Because he's been so calm in the past few movies. This person has been just of sound mind. Like, really? Going after the Massacre puppet, biting onto it. After realizing that the moth was a puppet, he would go ballistic and charged after the woman in the larva suit. He just... Fake! Real! Oh no. Now we're getting to see another inside of the suit. Oh my god. are we not going to see a melding, but instead see... Oh, we're going to see a massacre, aren't we? We're going to see a massacre. I don't want to see it, though. No. You gotta think from her perspective. The larvae suit had plenty of headroom for her to duck down, but that won't stop the man from charging deeper. You gotta wonder what was going through her mind at this point in time. She's probably freaking out and panicking and hoping someone's gonna stop this. While her head gets bitten, her parents see everything. How did people not rush onto the set to stop this? How did her parents not freak out and scream, stop, and rush on the... Yes, yes, there we go. They tried to intervene. How did security not help them? Let me guess, the man in the suit killed their parents. Don't go silent on me. You have to answer the question. I have to know the answer. They were both mauled to death by the man... Yeah. I figured that was going to happen. Imagine that. You're like, I'm going to be making it big. This is my big break. You invite your parents, and then you witness them die. After mauling them, the man in the suit would immediately try and protect the larva suit, but the production crew were ready this time. Try and protect? So it's beginning to witness every monster in suit as its friends. With tasers, they send him away from the larva suit. In some fit of rage, he barges through security and escapes. Well, that's not good. So again, every suit and person is now one in his eyes. There was a team that was quickly dispatched to catch the man in the suit. 4 men were tasked to stay with the larva suit, wanting to try and get her out of the suit. What is with the costumes that immediately envelops person and goes, you are now this? The spy was in the team to get the man in the suit. Is that what leads to the rare newspaper? Oh my god, that actor in the larva suit is going to turn into Mothra, isn't she? Took an hour to find the man suit. That's an hour of not knowing what he was doing, though. What were they up to? What did they do? What did they get into? They saw him looking around the forest as if he was just wandering around looking at nature. Never mind, he didn't get into much. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. As if he was calm. So there's more agitation on the movie set, but when actually outside, there's peace. The calmness broke as it saw the people trying to capture it. Fair enough. I mean, it's the people that just hurt you an hour ago. The man in the suit was surrounded. Oh, we know what happens to a dog in a corner. Then it would start to shake violently. Don't you dare tell me it fired a radioactive beam. You are not going to sit there and tell me that, are you? He twitched as a sudden sound, as if he was vibrating. Get out of here! No freaking way is he going to use his atomic breath. That sounds more like blood gushing out. It vomited a red boiling liquid, presumably his own blood. Oh, that's traumatizing. That's years of therapy right there. Hi there, for $150 an hour, how can I get rid of your PTSD? Well, I saw a dude vomiting up his blood, but it was red boiling liquid. It was boiling. So his own blood has now turned into a radioactive stream of death. What the fudge is going on with these suits? It was probably a last resort the creature had, but somehow they had a hold of the beast and took it back. Okay, so never mind. It was nothing. It was just a means of protection. It's kind of like octopuses with their ink. It just sprays it and hopes to get away. It was probably their hope in getting rid of the people. The spy took a picture of what was left. Or, I'm wrong, and it actually does something, but the people were like, I'm not going near him until he's done. They left quickly to go put the man in the suit into a secure place. Now they're gonna lock him up in a cage, because they're like, yeah, we definitely can't let this be running around. But we already know that Toho's not going to let their moneymaker just go away. Makes it sound so bad. In reality, Toho and Godzilla, fantastic. This is alternate universe. They feared the worst coming back. This is alternate world. Alright, let's all not hate on companies, even though some of them deserve to be hated on. You know who you are. I'm not naming names so no one can come after me. I just want to put that out there. This is what they expected. Oh no, another one of these. Another one. This is what you wanted. This is what you get. This is what they expected? So they were expecting her to just be melded to the entire larva suit. But what they found is, I'm assuming, wings began to form as she sprouts out and actually becomes Mothra, huh? Don't scream at me. I'm ready! I'm ready! You're gonna show off 4 wings, aren't you? She's in a cocoon on the ceiling. So the female actor is legit turning into Mothra. I'm gonna need an explanation soon, unknowingly. If you're watching this, I'm gonna need an explanation soon on what the fuck is happening. What is causing the radioactivity? What is causing the radiation within the suits? What is about the suit that it melds and turns a person into the actual creature that they are trying to act like? This is such a weird series, dude. It is so weird. It's so cool. I love it, though. Oh my gosh. I had to burp, but I stopped myself. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Be thankful I cut it away. This has been the 2nd episode of The Man in the Suit. I will put the link in the description to go watch the first video and Unknowingly's channel, so you can go watch all the videos in its entirety, and maybe you'll point out some things that maybe I didn't notice properly, some things I missed, and I welcome all the theories, I welcome all the thoughts, because I very much am like, what is causing this radioactivity? What is causing this radiation? What is causing this melding? What is it? And I welcome all the theories, because I'm getting to be at a loss right now. I don't even know what to think at this point, but I can't wait to get answers. It's going to be really cool. If you enjoyed this, though, make sure to smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this. If there are any videos you'd like to see me react to in the future, leave some suggestions down below. I take them all into consideration. They don't always have to be spooky or thrilling. Okay, they could be happy. They could be funny. I wouldn't mind getting a ha-ha in every now and then. You know, just saying. Also, if you're new around here and you've been enjoying to seeing, why not click that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified of my next video. I will see you all in the next one. I'm going to go drink the rest of my coffee and maybe have a second cup. Bye!